Life after the crucifix. A mother and the disciples in sorrow. Mankind should have been nailed to that cross, not the one who tried to save it. Someone is standing right behind the window. I should go find Henry.
It's impolite to stare like that.
Evelina?
Shh. Quiet. You'll wake up the children.
What are you doing out there?
Talking to God.
Can you come in?
No.
May I come out? I'd like to talk to you.
I want to be left alone. What do you want?
I've talked to Rudolf.
Where did you find him?
Just across the street, in the Kuga district.
That's what I was afraid of. I can't stand the men and women in there. Bunch of useless, evil miscreants. Drug addicts. Never have I set foot on that street. Never have I even glanced in that direction. God help me if I did. Now that I know where he is, on top of everything else I heard, I don't want him back.
And he won't be coming back. He is a changed man, lost in his mind and soul.
Good. May he rot and suffer. He is dead to me.
I saw a strange epitaph at the cemetery.
What?
It said, "The nun we never deserved, Evelina took." Isn't this you? I mean, what is your last name?
That is my mother's. What are you? Some kind of grave spy? You visit places, go around cemeteries and read inscriptions on tombs? And then you follow their families to ask about them?
God, no. I was just asking because it was weird.
Never heard of a parent and child sharing the same name? You are weird.
I apologize. Where's Anton?
Thanks to your help and honesty, he's now chained to his own bed upstairs.
Chained? Isn't that a bit over the top? He's just a kid, not a criminal.
Anton is a special boy. He doesn't understand everything we say to him.
And so you must chain him?
Would you rather see him rot as a corpse or disappear forever? Have him suffer while they eat his eyes? You did a good deed, and we are thankful. Enough with this story now.
Excuse me. It's quiet and depressing outside. Corpses with bare skulls and night dresses. Children play with these? I'm not leaving before I read the letter. Son, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am not dead yet. Just for a moment, try to forget what you think I did to you, your sister, and mother. Read the letter to the end and then decide if I shall stay dead or if you prefer to see me one more time. I have reasons why I left, but I can't finish what I started without your help. Without hesitation, pack only the essentials and travel to Sveti Kotar in Croatia. You'll like it. It's similar to Gjor. Now what follows might seem strange, to say the least. But don't worry. Just do as I say and I'll explain everything in person. Find a way to get into the Merzel's house on Gagulta Hill. Descend into the catacomb and take the book you find there. I warn you, this might sound strange and insane, but it is of vital importance that you do it, and do it right away. After getting the book, do not carry it around. Hide it somewhere in town or its surroundings. I repeat, do not take it or else you risk being exposed to its malevolent sway. Leave town and return on Ivan Kotar's Day, October 28th. Meet me at the Grimalda Castle during the exhibition on that same day. Do not forget to take the book. Everyone will be wearing masks, but I'm sure I'll be the only one wearing a yellow one. You can't miss me, son. It is of the utmost importance to go right away and to travel alone. No one else must know about this, not even your sister or mother. If you still doubt this is your father writing, then simply ask yourself, what is true faith? I I can't find the right words. I can't find the meaning in this. Is this really him? It is. It is Benedek. This is his handwriting, and the words are his, and the true faith at the end. This is my father. Victoria must have found this letter. Mostov said she was seen in town a few months ago when she met Nerman and the cult. And then the Sekvra book ends up in my Bible. Why? And why did my father want it? If he knew where the book was, why didn't he take it? Instead, he sends me a letter to make me do it. Did she meet our father at the castle last night? For God's sake, why would she kill him? He disappeared. We thought he was dead. Now that I know it was all a lie, is he dead for real? And they kept the letter hidden from me this whole time. She dragged me to this place without telling me anything. I have to know if the man with the yellow mask was really my father, and then I can leave this town in peace. Mostov said they won't find his identity, which means I don't have a choice. I have to go to the Grimalda castle and hope to find some clues. How do I get in? And not to forget, I need a mask. I have nothing to do in there. I'm sinless. There's a time and place to talk to him. This is not one of them. A mailbox? Not sure. It looks strange. Its ropes bear some resemblance to hangman's nooses. Makes sense for a town like this. Madam?
Hello.
Was last night the first time you met Victoria?
You're kidding, right?
I'm serious.
She was here some months ago. What? No way, you didn't know. Are you really her brother?
We haven't been that close lately. Did she tell you what she was doing here?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the specifics, but I think she was just wandering around the town. She definitely asked me about the Grimalda castle, and I know for a fact she visited it. Why?
I have to know the whole truth to understand. Did she introduce herself as Petra?
Petra. Such a beautiful name. But no, she told me her real name. Wait, Victoria is her real name, right?
After everything I've found out, I'm not sure anymore. Would you be so kind as to let me borrow one of the masks you have here?
Why would you need it? The day has passed.
For the castle.
You can't get in, it's closed. You feel guilt for not having attended the exhibition, right?
Something like that. Well then, could you perhaps gift one? As a souvenir?
I could, if you do me a favor.
All right.
Nothing complicated. I just need you to visit Arsen. You know, that old man at the lake. And ask him to give you a fish. Just tell him I've sent you. The fish has been laying on the ice in his camper for a few days already. With all that's happened, I just didn't have the time to fetch it myself.
Sounds easy enough. See you soon.
You're such a good man.
Your last name is Lovniak, right?
Not a hard guess. It's on the sign.
Melita is your mother?
She is... was. Why?
What happened to her?
We don't know. She just disappeared. Exactly 5 years ago yesterday.
Did she die or just go missing?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. We went to the church, prayed, wore the disciple dresses, scared some kids. So much fun and joy. A long time ago she came up with this crazy thought. When I grow up, we will have a day only for us. Just the two of us, without father. And so, over the years, it became a tradition. Father was so jealous, but happy. We were all happy. Anyway, tired and feeling sick, I chose to go home that day, right before the effigy ritual.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
It's all right. On my way out of here, I turned around and she looked at me with those beautiful green eyes, and I remember seeing them change color. Her neck bent awkwardly, both eyeballs instantly became blood red, and I heard her screaming even if her mouth didn't open. We don't know what exactly happened to her, but since it was a full moon night, we just knew.
Forgive me, but... Are you sure her eyes changed color?
Absolutely. Why?
You said they were blood red, right?
Correct.
The same color as the leaves on this tiny tree you have.
So?
Maybe in the moment you saw the blood red color of the leaves, your mind just thought it was her eyes.
No, Benedek. Her neck bent and her eyes turned blood red, and I heard her scream.
Memories can be deceitful.
I planted this tree after she went missing, because the color of its leaves reminded me of that day. It reminds me of her, and my guilt. Notice the vase. That's her. That's my mother's face. I recreated her entire head.
Surely a morbid way to remember a loved one. Excuse me.
Sure.
Weird executioner masks. They genuinely look old. Madam?
Hello.
Excuse me.
Sure.
I have the head you were looking for.
Oh, you are full of surprises, my little priest. Give it to me. That's him. That's our beloved Fran. What a beauty. You did the right thing. I helped you. You helped me, and now you won't have me as an enemy.
Your help almost cost me my life.
It's the impending doom. The only way to be safe in this valley is to become my child. If you decide so, my ears will always be open to you.
Prophet? Weird executioner masks. They genuinely look old. It evokes a repulsive feeling, and I guess that is its purpose, but I'm not sure it's something God would approve of, no matter the cause. Madam?
Hello.
Excuse me.
Sure.
I'm not returning to that accursed house. Old fool, laying helpless on the ground, half eaten by moths. The leech thing is gone. Probably went off to find a new host. I should have killed it when I had the chance. It appears to be locked or jammed. Maybe I should look in Arson's pockets. Nothing in his pockets. I could try to force open the door then. Old fool, laying helpless on the ground, half eaten by moths. The leech thing is gone. Probably went off to find a new host. I should have killed it when I had the chance. It feels very fragile. A hit could be enough to open it. Let's try. Ha! What a foul smell. The smelly and hideous fish I have to deliver to the shopkeeper lady. I have your fish.
Oh, thank you. 1,000 times thank you for bringing it to me. As promised, the mask. Mother sewed it for me with care and even blessed it with holy water in church.
Oh, I can't take it then, if...
It's all right. I don't believe a mask can protect me, and it's time for me to get rid of some stuff. Keeping them won't bring her back.
A day will come when the two of you will meet again.
I know we will.
Excuse me.
Sure.
It's man-made, in the form of a sacred shape. A black magic circle for rituals. Even a mere tree root looks evil in this place. I feel it will grab me at any moment. The accursed Henna River, lifeless and noxious. A very weird and creepy form they have. It's like looking at a petrified herd of giant spiders. Dear God, those are corpses. Not that it gives me much comfort, but at first, I thought they were ghosts. Natural gallows. With their long, strong branches, these trees serve as a perfect opportunity for those who want to commit the mortal sin of suicide. I wish unto these poor souls eternal torment in the afterlife. A very weird and creepy... It's not going to work. It does what it's supposed to do. Terrify the demons. I hope. It's not going to work. Small, with blood-red leaves. I'm going to act on a hunch this time and follow this crawling tree. I was right. Crawling, blood-red leaves. The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happens to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida. Madam?
Hello.
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
It's where people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven. One of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
A crawling kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red?
The same color and kind of tree you have here. The mound is completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did, and the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
Her eyes turned blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees, and the corpses, and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that look like giant spiders. I saw them too. You must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much. I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
Tell him the truth. He'll understand. Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedek. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go. but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me. Excuse me.
Sure.
That path seems to lead nowhere. All I see are rotten tree trunks and naturally formed mounds. More cultists could be at the church, or about to arrive. I should be careful. If I have to wander around this forest. After what happened? It's a cursed place that God left ages ago, and I have no reason to go in there again. Strange-looking rocks, like scars of a long-forgotten battle. I wonder what forces sculpted them to look the way they look now. They are placed in a way to form a strange triangle, like a sacred space for rituals. Each has 3 shallow holes on a flat top in a triangle formation. It's a very tall tree, and there seems to be something similar to a house in the treetop. It's inhabited by dozens, if not hundreds of crows? Damn scavengers. They are everywhere. It looks very old, ancient, and so I wonder how could it resist the weather? Logs and grass rot very quickly. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. I don't think it's locked, but rather It's a very tall tree. It's That's a strange notion. This feels wrong. That's a strange notion. Interesting thought. They fit perfectly. I fear the rocks and the traps were created to serve a purpose as one. It's a very tall tree, and there seems to be something. It's inhabited by dozens, if not. It's not going to work. If I didn't come here, thoughts like this would never cross my mind. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. It's not going. This feels wrong. It's not going to work. That's a strange. It's a very tall tree, and there seems to be something similar to a house in the treetop. It's inhabited by dozens, if not hundreds of crows? Damn scavengers. They are everywhere. If injected, it could be lethal to anyone. If I didn't come here, thoughts like this would never cross my mind. I dare not to try this. This feels wrong. Gah! Crows are not what they seem to be. Crows take human form. I can see the crosses. I can see the sinners. The crucified sinners. I don't want to end up like them, so close to the sky and yet so far from heaven. I must absolve myself from my sins. Anyone inside?
You are not welcome.
Father, please open the door. I have to confess.
The door stays closed, but I will listen to your words. What do you want to confess, Benedek?
I left my sister alone.
Continue.
I don't know where I left her, but it's a scary and dark place.
Search within yourself and you shall find her.
I renounced everything in my life to pursue my spiritual work.
You followed God. There is nothing wrong with that. Do you think your family is more important?
No, of course not. Nothing can be more. I don't know. I left Victoria. I left her alone to follow God. And now she's dead. Isn't that wrong?
You are a lost man, Benedek. You've come to the wrong place.
Father?
No absolution for your sins. Not now, not ever. You shall meet the others on the cross. But before that happens, you may say goodbye to your parents. Talk to them.
Please, in the name of God! Father, I beg you! No point. He won't listen to me. I loved that place. Among its tall trees, I spent my childhood playing with my sister on Blind Man's Bluff. I miss those days. I'm a lost man. There's no point in trying to talk to the priest again. That's a strange notion. A symbol of Christ's eternal love for all humanity. Here lay the remains of my mother, Petra Dochnani, and my father, Josef Dochnani. You cannot talk back, but you can listen to what I have to say. Mother, I hope you found peace. Forgive me for leaving. I couldn't stay by your side as I was haunted day and night by Father's shadow. I hated him, but my heart was filled with sorrow. I forgive you, Father, for having left. Forgive me both for leaving Victoria alone. I don't know where she is. I know nothing about her except that she's scared and lonely, if even alive. I don't even know if this is a sin, as following God should never be regarded as such. May God forgive me, for I am lost, only a shell of the man I once was. So close to the sky, and yet so far from heaven. I was just crucified for following God. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. This should be the street that leads to Mostov's house. The glass is dirty and darkened, making it impossible to see through. I can't see a thing. The glass is too dirty. Is that a voice? I think it's coming from within the well. The hatch is closed. I can't see inside. Are you all right? Did you fall inside? How do I open this hatch? Whoever is down there can't hear me. I should try to find a way to open this hatch. That's a strange notion. It's not going to work. Mostov! I think there's someone inside the well! Mostov! It's me, Benedek. It's so dark in here, and it smells so bad. All the windows are darkened. What is this? Oh my god. Limbs, bowels, organs. This is the house of a madman, full of human parts, some in the form of furniture. My god. Wait, the voice from the well is louder here. There must be a secret passage or something. A lever. I think it opened the hatch to the well. Another Saborin catacomb. This must have been special. He was hanged here by the ladder under the moonlight from above. His eyes are so red and swollen. They look like they're going to burst at any moment. Who did this to you? It's all right if you can't talk. Don't force yourself. Dr. Kaber?
Yes.
We had him. He was so close. I hope Henry finds him and does justice for humanity. I can't. I would be murdering an innocent. What is your name?
I beg God, oh God, kill me!
I can't do that. I'm sorry.
God, name, God begs.
My faith will not allow me to put her out of her misery, but it pains me to hear her suffer. What should I do, God? There are more people further down in the dark. They seem to already be dead, hanging from hooks like meat. It's a Saborin altar, like the one below Lucia's house. They must use it to perform rituals and sacrifices for their dark lords. More faces turned into masks, ripped off of these victims. Horrible. Inhuman. Am I really going to do it? It is not my place to end one's life. Only God is allowed to do that. Forgive me. It is done. May she rest in peace. I'm not going back inside. Are you a devoted Catholic?
You saw the Bible on my desk, or maybe the books on the shelves, and so now you think I am.
Are you?
God is my shepherd, and I am the shepherd of this town.
Then you should know. You should understand that I couldn't have been involved in my sister's deeds. I'm a monk.
I'm never wrong. You being a man of cloth doesn't change anything. I don't know you. Only God does. Your awaiting fate will prove to me what you really are.
Evelina told me to ask you about Anton's father.
She did what?
I'm just trying to help the child.
You want to help him? Stay out of this matter.
I'm curious.
Oh, so you're curious now. All right, all right. You're a monk, and I'm here to confess something to you. Whatever I say now is protected by the seal of confession.
I'm listening.
Anton is my child.
What?
His mother, Anita, took her own life because she was a weakling. She left my poor kid and now his...
But you are his father.
He can't stay with me.
Why?
There are things you cannot possibly understand. Things that not even your priestly vow can endure. You have my confession. Stop asking for more.
You are a selfish coward, Norin. God will not understand whatever it is you are hiding.
Says the man who doesn't know where his own sister is, or, for that matter, who she is. Now just stop.
This will not go unpunished.
It was a confession, and a story.
Excuse me.
God bless you, Benedek.
I have nothing to do in there. I'm sinless. I struggle to find a reason to do that. It's not going to work. Sister?
What now?
Excuse me. I struggle to find a reason to do that. It's locked. I dare not to try this. lifeless and shrouded like a corpse by a sickening veil of thick fog. I feel threatened by just looking at it. The three peaks of Udaf, the poisonous crown of a godless man who looks down on a ravaged land and terrified people. This jutted out part of the bridge can't be a planning mistake. It was made with a specific purpose. This very platform is the place from which people were pushed into the bottomless chasm. The door was ajar. Someone is inside? I hope the mask will work. If not, God help me. Victoria was seen pushing the yellow masked man from the roof. I guess I should try to get to the roof then. Chairs, racks, cages with spikes. The Inquisition knew how to punish the unfaithful ones. If these devices were still in use nowadays, I truly believe the world would be a better place to live in. Marisa Ganatse. Jacob. Lucie Fongeau. Fiat voluntas Dei. May God's will be done. It's the inscription that was often used at the entrance of the torture chambers. It's the expression of a man who knows he's about to experience true horror. I hear voices. I see nothing behind the door. It's completely dark. Excuse me? Can you hear me? Nothing. It's like they don't even hear me.